So far, the presentation has been focusing on social norms, constructs that are used within classrooms, community, and just society as a whole, and how students and youth can come together to battle against these norms, um, these social constructs, and these oppressive behaviors that have been forcibly put on them throughout generations. However, these next slides are going to focus on the importance of language and literacy within a classroom, and not to conform to the standards of literacy and language in a classroom, but to acknowledge that they are there and how to use these tools to better facilitate progressive movements and the social changes that are necessary that the students are acting towards. So, starting with language, it's important to understand the language of power, or what we would call standard English, or there's another term for it, which is language of wider communication. So, this is a language that is taught and implemented within classrooms, focusing on like proper English and taking away from the normal vernacular or dialects that we would use in our homes and communities. The reason why this is important, or at least why they state this is important, is because if you don't understand the language that is used in, let's say, political documents, education standards, then it's going to be what they say impossible to dispute it or to understand it or to change it. So this is one of the reasons why they say it's important to understand and teach academic literacy within a classroom. Not to make it the standard or the way of English, but using it as a tool to better facilitate student outreach. And this standard English is not only to understand what's inside the classroom; it's still used, for better or for worse, as a tool for AP testing to SAT testing, essays to get into college. So any post-secondary education that you want to get into, um, professional offices, political offices, when you're passing bills, this standard English is still a necessary tool at this time. So it is important for students to know, to be able to harness this tool as a benefit to them and them as a community to enact the changes they would like.